Good evening everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So here today we are looking at expressing in the form a over b under rational fractions. The thing that we must know is that a over b, it means to say a divided by b, meaning to say this means that b should not be equal to 0, because if b is equal to 0, the whole equation becomes undefined. So if we say that b should not be equal to 0, now let's look at an example. So an example, let's say we have expressed this number as 0.3 bar in the form a over b. Now 0.3 bar is the same as they are telling you to say it's 0.333. We can continue like that. Then how do we express this? So we are going to do this. So first let our x be equal to the same number that we have been provided, which is our 0.3 bar. Then the second step that we are going to do, since there is only one repeating number here, we are just going to multiply the whole of this by 10. So we are going to have our x should be equal to 0.3. Then we are going to multiply by 10. So 10 by x, it will give us a 10x. Then 10 by 0.3, it will give us a 3.3. Now bar, meaning to say the 3's are continuing. So this one is our first equation, this one is our second equation, like that. Now since we have two equations, what are we going to do? So we are going to simply subtract equation 2 minus equation 1 like this. So when we subtract these two, we have a 10x should be equal to 3.3 bar. We also have x is equal to 0.3 bar, like that. So now when we subtract a 10 minus x, it will give us a 9x should be equal to a 3. Then because if we subtract 3.3 minus 0.3, it will give us, here we have 0, we have 3, which is the same as 3, divided by 9, our x here will be equal to 1 over 3. Therefore our number 0.3 bar in the form a over b is equal to 1/3. That's our first example. Our second example is, let's say now we have a value of 0.16 and the repeating unit, we have both of these are repeating units. So how do we do it? So we are going to use the same approach. So we have let x be equal to 0.16 like this. Then from here, since the repeating units are two numbers, we are going, instead of multiplying by 10, we are just going to multiply by 100, because the reason why we multiply by a number such as 10 is because we want to move the decimal point to, move the decimal point the number of times the number is repeated. So if we have x, so here we are going to have x should be equal to 0.16. Then we are going to multiply 100, since 16 has got this is two repeating units. So 100 by x, we are going to have 100x should be equal to 16 by 10, or 0.16 by 10, it will be a 16 point. We know to say, just a reminder, this number is the same as 0.1616 and so on. This will remain with 16.16 bar. It will continue like that. So this one is our equation 1, this one is our equation 2, like that. Then from here, what we are going to do is we are going to subtract. So just as we did, so we are going to subtract the second equation minus the first equation like this. So when we subtract, what do we have? We have 100 x should be equal to 16.16 bar. We also have our x, which was equal to 0.16 bar. The other reason why we multiply by the number of decimal places it has is because we want the same number at the end after the decimal point, so that we can easily subtract. So now, to subtract 100 minus 100x minus x, it will give us a 99x, which should be equal to, when we have 16.16 minus a 0.16, so we are just going to have a 16 like that. So here we are going to have a 16 like that. So we have 16, then we divide by 99, divide by 99. So this means that our x value should be equal to a 16 over 99. Since we do not have any common denominators, it simply means to say the number 0.16 bar expressed as a over b is equal to 16 over 99. So that's how we go about that. Thank you very much for watching my tutorial. I hope you would subscribe and like for more.